Hi guys, and welcome back to the new vlog. Last video was on the Speed 400 delivery, and people were saying, wait, you were saying there are so many problems in Speed 400. In fact, you made a video on how many problems are there in Speed 400. 5 प्रॉब्लम्स हैं ट्रायम्फ की स्पीड 400 में. आज की वीडियो में बात करेंगे सारी प्रॉब्लम्स की. But still you bought Speed 400. So here are the 5 reasons I bought Speed 400. First and the biggest reason is price. So we had a budget of 3 lakh rupees and we wanted a 400cc bike, and we had very limited options. One was Dominar 400, Harley Davidson x440, Speed 400 and Duke 390. But Duke 390 is ex-showroom 2.97 right now, and it would be close to 4 lakh rupees on road. So therefore it is out of the budget. So we were left with Harley Davidson x440 and Dominar and Speed 400. Dominar 400 we kept aside because we were looking for a roadster classic modern bike, whereas Dominar is a very good tourer but very heavy for the city ride. Now there was a question between the Speed 400 and X440, and there were many reasons for me not to go with the Harley Davidson X440 and go with Speed 400. Just for your information, I have a Tiger for the past 5 years, and I really know how do they treat the customers and how do they service their bikes. So I had a full faith and trust on the Triumph. I have never experienced Harley Davidson, so therefore this was the main reason to go with the Speed 400 over Harley Davidson X440. Since we talked about the price, next is service interval. So Triumph Speed 400 service interval is 16,000 kilometers or 1 year, whichever is earlier, and it makes a lot of sense for us because this bike, majority of the people who are going to buy this bike are going to use this as a daily commuter or occasional touring. Considering this fact, if we roughly calculate 50 kilometers of daily commute, 20 days in a month, 1000 kilometers comes around 12,000 in a year. Let's say we are going for touring around twice in a year, 4,000 kilometers in a year, total 16,000 kilometers. That much you can travel and then send your bike for the service. It makes a lot of sense because you don't really need to go to the service center multiple times in a year, similar to what they are offering for Trident 660. So therefore I can trust this number because Trident is there in the market for quite some time. And if we look at the other bikes in the similar segment or a segment below, you need to visit service center at least, except for Dominar, you need to visit the service center at least twice in a year. And next very important thing is the design of the bike. The design is edgeless design. No matter who is sitting on it, an 18-year-old boy or a 60-year-old man, anybody who sits on it, they are going to look really good. So therefore, an all kind of generation can fit into this bike. And if you look at this bike after 10 years or 15 years also, it's still going to be relevant after 15 years. Beautiful design. Next is the quality on this bike at this price is amazing, next level. I think no other bike manufacturer at this price is offering this level of quality. Meaning if you look at the small things like bolts on the engine casing and overall all the bolts used are of the superior quality. Powder coating on the frame, the switch gear quality, the color quality and the cable management and anything and everything on this bike is of superior quality, and this is going to impact the overall aging of the bike. It is going to age really well, and that's the very reason I went ahead and got the Speed 400. Next is handling and braking. First, gear shifting is really smooth. Acceleration is spot on, yaar.
मेरा नाम है चुटिया.
It's launching forward, यार. अच्छा एक्सेलरेशन है, क्विक ओवरटेकिंग, ब्रीज है, ब्रीज. अभी तक तो मुझे जो चीज़ अच्छी लगी है वो है इसका एक्सेलरेशन, क्लच ऑपरेशन और इसका गियर शिफ्टिंग. बहुत स्मूथ है तीनों. ब्रेक्स भी बहुत अच्छे लगे मुझे. लुक एट दिस यार. Wow. Ooh. All right. So this was some of the reasons we bought Speed 400, and I'm sure there are many other reasons because of which one would not buy Speed 400, but for us to take the decision, these were good enough. And the bike is not perfect, and no bike is perfect. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you a few more things. Okay, so this was our decision. I'm sure many of you would agree to all these points and many of you would not agree. So that's perfectly fine. And many would say that I think Duke would have made more sense. Pay 1 lakh extra and you get a lot of extra, or you can go for the Harley Dominar and so on and so forth. But I think it's an individual choice and decision. Listen to everyone, but do what you think is right for you. Go and test ride Speed 400 or all of these bikes and then decide. It is your money and it is not a small amount. And therefore, I would say go and test ride the vehicle. Take your own decision. And with this, I end the vlog here. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.